What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I'm KG. If you're new, please leave a subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps out, and it's completely free to show some love. Pot of Avarice is the first card I want to talk about to start. Card that I would say we need to get a reprint of. I could see this being like a collector's rare or something like that, but if you look at these quantities here, these guys are all low in quantities as far as the higher rarities, and they go up significantly. The ultra rares go up really quick. You know, you can see here there's some mod plays for like 75, and then it just goes up substantially. It's kind of crazy with these prices. The ultis do the same thing. Those cards go up quick. I've actually never even seen this card in real life, but this probably looks amazing. But this card also goes up really quick, as you can see. First editions, unlimited, doesn't matter, they just all go up quick. And it's like these cards get to astronomical prices. These super rares from Elements of Energy are not even bad to look into. The secret rares are not bad either. They start out at like $7-8 for these first editions. It only comes first edition, but like $7-8. As you can see here, it goes up significantly, so not a bad card to get into either. But yeah, we'll just move on here. Pot of Avarice card you may want to look into getting into. Draco Utopian Aura, but there's just like so many quantities of this card, and this card isn't like that crazy. I would say if you play trap decks, you like trap cards, get the card. It's pretty much like an on-field version of Solemn Strike, so it doesn't negate monsters like everywhere like Solemn Strike does, but this card is not bad. Now the only reason I just don't recommend like investing in this card. I could be wrong, but I just feel like this card will just be the price that it's at, $1 to $3 to $4 forever. This card hasn't even gotten reprinted, and it's just hovering around that price. Even if you go to the second and third page, they're all around $3, so I just don't see that card being crazy in price at any point. But moving forward here, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. This is a card that's going down in quantities for all copies. I recommend getting into some of these. If you can get these cheap in trades, if you can get extras of these for cheap, I would say just get into them. As you can see with the pricing, as I scroll down, it goes up significantly. Like I said, these are just reprints that that we want to talk about first. Like I said, these all go up significantly. So I would say get these. Like I said, any copy of Phantasme, pretty much go ahead and get it. The alternate art gold, I believe, is not. I think it's gold, but I know it's alternate art. That one's not following the same suit yet. It hasn't gone up yet, but I'm sure it will soon. There's just so many quantities of those that it's gonna take a while. But as you can see with these secrets, these go up crazy quick, and there's not many of these at all. So you can see what I'm putting down here, bro. Like, this is a card you maybe want to get into now. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. This is a card that one of my subscribers brought up. Great card to talk about. This is a nice old school card. You can get into it now for a really, really decent price. Low quantities too. Like I said, only 31 sellers have this listed, and as you can see, this card goes up significantly. Not a bad card to get into at all. Now there's a couple of cheap copies here. Like $14, $15. $18, $19, and then we talked about, it just goes up quick. Bujin Yamato, this is a card that goes up quickly as well. Of course, you can get into the card if you want to play. This is not a card that you probably want to play anyways. It's not competitive in any way. I don't think this card will ever be competitive. I don't care. I don't think this deck is very good anymore. It's just super duper power crept. But this is a card that goes up significantly, so not a bad card to get just because of how fast it goes up and how rare it is. Astral Pack Ultimates also look fantastic, so not a bad card to get into for those reasons. But next I want to talk about tuning. This is a card that I don't have the money to buy, but if I did, I would definitely get into it. As you can see with some of these sales, the card sells for crazy prices, but some people have it listed here, mod plays for like $70, and that's just not bad at all. You can see without scrolling down, it just goes up so crazily. So this is just not a bad card to get into. Like, if you can get into this for some of these cheaper prices, like with these mod plays, it really is just not a bad move, because as you can see here, it just goes up significantly, and we're getting that broken ass synchron monster soon that you can search with this. So not a bad card to get into, like I said, for the price. Even if you want to get into some of the cheaper copies, like every other copy, all the other reprints and stuff like that, they're really cheap. You can get into them. The ultra rares out of this set have some value, but besides those, they're all pretty cheap. You can get into them. Hey man, I told you before this shit came out, the ban list, that this shit was expected to come back to 2, and even if it didn't come back to 2, a lot of people from Master Duel are coming over to the game in real life and wanting to play Sky Strikers, because that's what they play on Master Duel. So this was just never a bad card to pick up as far as the secret rares are concerned. Like I said, both of these secret rare copies now, they're over triple in price what they were before. At least this one's over triple in price. I told you to get this for like $3-4. Obviously you can still get ultra rares, they look good, and you'll still be able to play the card, but with these original print engages, you can actually get these for around $25 still. So if you guys have these on your end, I would probably go ahead and scoop those before they're gone. If you want to play the card, of course. I think that will hold value. This is the original print engaged. Now the card's at 2. So, you know, I think 25 bucks is okay. Herald of Orange Light, bro. This card's at 2 now. I never got rid of my ultis, so I have a play set of these. But, you know, these super rares are starting to go up in price. 150 is a complete lie. They're no longer that price. I mean, there's one here for that price, but they go up super quick. Snipe the 150s. I doubt they'll be there by the time I post this video, but, you know, these cards are going up in, up in quantity. I wouldn't buy those cards, bro. I would get into some of these cheaper copies. If you can get into a cheap copy of this card, get into it, definitely. But if you're not gonna get into, a cheap ass copy, you can maybe look into getting these ultis. There are still a few here for a decent price before the card goes back up substantially. You can see the jump here. It goes back up significantly, bro. So if the ultis is something that you want, don't waste time. Pull the trigger. Core's got a wall here of 10. It won't. I'm telling you. I think if you guys want this card, you should definitely pull the trigger ASAP, because it's just going to keep going up. But another card that you guys should not buy, Dinglong. Don't buy this shit, bro. Like, I don't even know how, I don't know. Listen, I don't know how they're going to unban this card and then they still have my girl Ib on the ban list, bro. It just doesn't make sense. They're pretty much the same fucking card. They just have different engines involved. So I don't know how they going to just like disrespect Lib that way. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. This card is a good ass card. I'm not going to lie. This card's nice. But this price is just unwarranted. If you didn't get this before the ban list for like $6-7, bro, then just say fuck it. Just wait. I'm not paying this. I would not recommend anyone I care about to pay for this. Like Gen X Ally Birdman, if you can get some of these supers for a good price, it's not bad. These cards are going up quick as well. There is also the DT that you could get, but that, in my opinion, those are starting to go up. And there's only 11 listings. So if you want to get maybe these mod plays or some of these right here, these light plays, maybe get into those. But as you can see, this card goes up quick, and I would not pay $18 for this card. But some of these prices are not bad right here, but if you can make a move on those, not bad at all. But moving forward, and then like I said, this card is cheap. It has a lot of different printings, so you can definitely get access to the card. But I want to talk about Fenrir. I want to talk about this shit because my feelings are hurt, bro. I was one of the people that didn't buy this card because I thought it was going to get hit on the ban list. I thought, because this is, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the deck. It's so splashable. It's just such a good card all around, bro. This card, we know what it does. We know what it does. It's just insane now. The price is it's just gone through the roof, bro. There were listings here this morning for $40 and they're just gone, bro. So, hopefully the seller doesn't cancel your order. Hopefully he's a G, does not cancel your order, bro. But, man, this card's going crazy in price, man. So I don't even know, bro. If you guys have your Fenrir ultis, good on you, man. Even if you have your Fenrir ultras, good on you at this point. But I mean, if I'm you guys, man, I would not be buying any of these cards, bro. I would not. Like, it's just a waste of your money at this point. Moving forward, Animadorn. This is a card that's getting reprinted. I believe this is one of the collector's rares out of Wild Survivors. A lot of the dinosaurs are getting upgraded. Soul Eating Oviraptor is also getting a much deserved collector's rare, so that's really cool to see. But this card is just really nice. This is a beautiful card out of the secret rare out of Eternity Code. I would say cool it. Maybe just wait and see if you can get this for a cheaper price. I think because of some of the dino support, maybe these cards are going up. But I mean, this card does still go up significantly. So I personally wouldn't buy this myself. I would maybe wait until the collector's rare comes out. Maybe you can get some people panic listing this, but I mean, maybe you can get it for like 15, sub 15. That's not bad. This is because it is very low in quantity. So I'm bringing it up because it's low in quantities, but I wouldn't buy this shit. Ghost Reaper and Render Cherries. This is a card that you want to get into now. Like, no sugarcoating it. You want to get into these now. Like, this card's like $20. As you can see here, this is an Ultimate Ghost Girl, and we saw this card go up at one time. And even if it doesn't, have it, go up now, you're only spending $20 for an Ultimate Rare Hand Trap. So I would say just go ahead and do it, bro. Like, if you don't have these in your collection, or even if you do, not a bad card to invest in at all. Even with the listings being above 50, like, this is $20, and this is an Ultimate Rare Hand Trap. So I would say try to get some of the ones that are not misprinted that look nice, and then go for it, because that's not a bad buy at all, no matter how you look at it. But moving forward, Miscellaneousaurus. I want to talk about these golds because these are going up in price. Like, I don't know if you guys are buying these, like, what the deal is, but these cards are going up in price. These golds, some people there are some walls here where you go through a few walls, but at the end of the page the card's $4, $4.50. So starting out at $1 or $2. So I don't know, man. I don't know why this card is getting low on quantities. You guys let me know down below. It's just like, would you guys rather play golds or would you rather play commons? I'd probably rather play a common, honestly. Like, just to be completely transparent, like I would not play these golds. You know, it's just ridiculous in my opinion. I do want to talk about Leomancer Geek Boy next. I want to talk about this card because it's finally getting some love. You know, I have way too many of these, bro. I have at least 20 of these just sitting in my binder. Got them for like $2 each. You know, this is a card that goes up significantly. As you can see here, it's already gone up by like $1 or $2. Keeps going up by the end of the page. So you guys can see what I'm putting down here. If you guys like this archetype at all, I would say get into it while you can for this price. I love the Leomancer cards, so I have my own playset of these secrets. I also have these ultras. This is what I really wanted to talk about with you guys, bro. I would get into these, man. Like, not only does this look great, they both look great. The secret rares look great, and so do these ultras, because you can get a good look at the picture. I think they both copies of the card look great. Like I said, I own both. I would say even if you guys have one copy of the card, get the other. So like as you can see here, 4 listings, 3 listings, a couple of these, I might snap these myself. But you know, if I was you guys, I would get into these ASAP. Get into these ultra rares, bro. These cards are a lot more rare. And if you guys don't like these, then just get the secret rares, because those cards are going up as well. So I mean, I would really strongly suggest getting into these cards now, because people are getting, you know, on the hype train, and they're just low in listings at this point. So you know, we're not going to see them super flood onto the market like that unless they get a reprint. So I would say that's something that you maybe want to get into now. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is a card I told you guys to get a couple of times, man. It's still going up from when I told you guys to get it, and it's still being purchased. Today's the 26th, not the 26th. So I would say go ahead and get this card still, man. If you got, listen, if this card does not get reprinted in a higher rarity, then the secret rare is going to be your best bet, because a lot of us are not getting that ghost rare. So I mean, I would say, as you can see with these prices, bro, and then the quantities as well. Everyone's got 1, 2, you know, 3 at the bottom. So you know, not 3 right here. So there's just not many of these floating around, bro. I would genuinely say you want to get this card. Maybe even get the reprint secrets. Like at this point, you know, those are not even a bad buy based on how many quantities we have of this one. If you go over here, they're like $7, $8. So not a bad buy either. Like I said, these also go up quickly. So I would just get your crystal wings, bro. Get your nice looking crystal wings while you have a chance to get them at their price, because they're just going up. And like I said, they're still going up from when I talked about them before. I told you to get them for like $7, but I mean, they're still going up. So I mean, I would just say get it while you can. Next card I want to talk about is Fateful Adventure. This is a card that's not really being played, bro. The CR version of this card looks absolutely beautiful. I have 2 of these myself. Card looks phenomenal. Like I said, beautiful card, bro. Like I said, since it's not being played, it's kind of being ignored as far as the pricing and everything. You can see $25 to get into it, but still less than 50 quantities, even though the card's not being played. You know, I'm sitting on mine. I'll probably have this card forever while I'm playing this game. But like I said, this is a good card you can get into. Beautiful looking card, does a thing, and you know, all it takes is for, you know, I feel like even with this card, even if this card gets reprinted, we're still going to be good. So like, even if they reprint this card, this CR version will still hold its value. It's not going to be like, oh, I spent 25 on it, now it's 25 still. You know, it's not going to be, it's not ever going to be much cheaper than this. So I want to talk about Skill Drain. Now this is a card you can get for like $30. You know, you can get into this card for $30, $32. You know, you can see here it goes up a little bit to like 40, 45 by the end of the page, or 50 by the end of the page. But you know, this is just a very cheap floodgate. Best floodgate in the game, barring any type of ban. This is going to be, you know, a great card to have in your collection. I think it's a good card to get into, man. The price is just very cheap, and this is the best floodgate in the game. Price is very cheap here, and this is the best floodgate in the game. So well, debatably the best floodgate in the game. So I would say you maybe want to get into those. Now you guys let me know, man. Let me know down below, what is your favorite food? Like if you guys had one food, I would probably just have a nice steak, bro. You guys let me know. Take care.